one isn't blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Giants' veteran linebacker. He picked up a sack last week as part of an 8-tackle game. It's the Giants and the Cowboys on Monday night.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, it's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. This one to Jarwin over the middle. Stops it as they help their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it was even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 6 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And he's got it. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Jones now to throw from his end zone. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Holding, offense.
Everybody's down in control. Let's just make plays, man.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, when they run this type of a route, they've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Prescott on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To the air again, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38. Looking to throw, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To Barkley on the check down. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Giants, the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Prescott. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They play the
touchdown Giants. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he was.
The easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing here, Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Now Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try again with Elliott. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut
on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago.